Welcome back. It is day 180 of a road to 2200. We're at 2051 after yesterday's absolute disaster. Yeah, let's hope for a better day. We got Mr. Benjamin, and we have Caro Kann on the board. So I'm just going to pre-move d5 because you kind of can in the Caro Kann, and they play the exchange, so let's just develop our knights. Get the bishop out. Okay, well, if they want to take, like, we'll go into like a Tartakower type structure. Let's just develop, pinning this. And now this is just a normal exchange where we're going to take, develop this way, castles, we're going to play rook b8 and try to play for the minority attack because we have this structure, the 4, well, on like 3 here, basically. So the setup's going to be rook b8, preparing to play b5. They do this, but we can still go b5, I believe. If they ever do this, we can always play bishop here. So let's go here and maybe a5 with the idea of playing b4. A lot of people will probably do this straight off the bishop, but we're going to be fine. And if they do something like this, I don't really quite know. Okay, they don't want me to play here, maybe? Maybe they're trying to play knight in? Is that an issue? I don't really think so. I go here, knight here, takes, pawn takes. I don't quite think it's an issue. Yeah. And then the queen's going to go to c7. A lot of the times, yeah, they do go there. The question is, do I want to take or do I want to push? Is there an issue with the knight being here? It's a beautiful looking knight. It can play here, so if I were to push, they'd attack my piece. Then I play a rook here. There's a tempo with the queen as well. We do have to be careful here. I think maybe taking is the best move. Push and then go here. And yeah, we're going to just be capturing this. And I think rook takes makes sense. Now I do need to get rid of this pin. Okay, they attack here, but it's not really an issue. Can I do this? They have a mating attack. I don't believe in it. I don't think they can sacrifice the bishop. Because with the rook here, if they were to go for this, I mean, all I have to do is move the knight and then the rook can come over this way. Also, we have this knight. I don't believe that a sacrifice would work there. Okay, let's take, maybe they'll blunder their queen. That'd be kind of funny. Okay, the thing about this move is I can intermezzo their queen. And it's protected by the queen here. And then we can move the knight. I have tricks. I can play knight here. If they take, I take the bishop with Czechsky. Can also go here. No, then they take. So I have to play knight here. There's tactics though. There's tactics with this. But I can take with the rook. But I am threatening to just win this pawn. Yeah, they don't want me to do that. Oh, wait a second. That wouldn't have worked anyways. No. Okay, let's attack the bishop. I mean, this is all protected, so what I was looking at is just incorrect. I'm a little bit worried about this, though. And they have 2 passed pawns, but mine's also kind of strong. I think, potentially. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Also, yes, I'm shirtless. I'm sure you've noticed by now. Get over it. So if I take... Are they going to trade? Is that their idea? Well, that wouldn't be very good. If they take here, I just am up a piece. So they have to just take back. And now maybe I just go here. Or do I attack the pawn? Maybe attacking the pawn makes most sense. Let's try to put pressure. They can't play here right now. Also, this pawn is just hanging. So I don't know why I didn't see that, but I didn't. It is what it is. But now they have 2 hanging pawns. I can go... Wait a second. I can go here, takes. They play rook here. I go rook here. And I think we should be big chillin'. I think. You gotta go rook here. Yeah. Now I go rook here, attacking this one. And I just need to get my king over here, I think. Also, if you protect this way, I can go here. You just push. I can keep going down. I should win that pawn. I don't think you can protect it. You push it, I just go here. Yeah. No, I don't think I want to take this way because of... well, actually, no matter what I take with, there's going to be a check. Okay, I go here, they go here. I mean, once again, am I not just winning this? Here, they want this, maybe? Oh, they're protecting that way. Let's bring our king. Keep bringing the king. There. Well, I don't know. How do I win this, though? They want to go here. I always have checks. You're here, I come out. Should be chilling. So they want to block that off. Interesting choices. What do I do? Here there's a check. And then they take the pawn. If I go here, here, come back. Let's try to push. They can give me a check. I'll step back. Should be okay. Stepping back, protecting this. You can push. I was just going to go check here. Take, push here. Yeah, but aren't they just blundering all the pawns? Like check. Or no, I can't be greedy. I gotta come back. I just gotta come back. I cannot be greedy and take these. I don't think. They want to go there, so I go here, I can always step up with the king if they attack this. I think you pretty much have to be passive. Yeah, I just step up protecting. I'm up 2 pawns. In the end game, I should just be winning. And I'm also winning this pawn now. Unless you push. That allows king here, though. Check. Step out, king here, here. I mean, I can also come back, but then they're going to repeat. If I go here, 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 I guess I kind of have to do this. Yeah, now we're attacking the rook. And if I get one of these rooks off the board, then we're just chilling. Big chilling. Yeah, I take... Do they have some kind of check, is what I'm wondering. I mean, even if they do, like, we're just gonna come out. We'll be fine. They're gonna maybe play here, trying to infiltrate. I don't quite know what they're planning. Yeah, but we're gonna go check. Okay, but then we're gonna trade. Okay, and I just want to infiltrate. Going here, allows me to come in with some tempo. Now let's come this way and try to start taking pawns. Also, like, start pushing these. Start pushing these guys. But let's just bring our king. That just allows me to push. Once I can get these pawns going, we're big chillin'. Yeah. Let's just capture. What are they doing? If I could stop that from being a thing, we'd be winning, but I'm just going to take the pawn. We have so many extra pawns that it doesn't Doesn't even matter at this point. Let's go here. And here, so that on check I can block. They're attacking this, but it's protected. Everything is just protected here. Let's push our pawn. There's literally nothing they can do. Let's go check, kick them away. Here, here, here. They go back, I push. Oh, but then they are getting the base of my pawn chain, but look at this pawn. Also, I can just push this one, like everything. Okay. Just block. You can't take. I go here. And this is game over. Check, we just run. We should keep running away. And if I promote, I can always step here. So let's go ahead and promote. Plus it's with check. And let's just keep giving checks. Take that pawn. Doesn't matter. And now we just ladder mate. Okay, we got a dub. GG. Let's take a look at that. We played with an 86. My opponent played with an 80.8. Caro Kann exchange variation. I mean, we just knew the plans pretty well here, except we did give white an advantage here after push because takes, but they needed to play c4. Oh, because if I take, I think I've actually seen this in my game before. I gotta be careful. And then we have this, and we're just winning. If we take the pawn with tempo on the queen. I missed that was even a free pawn, to be honest. So it is what it is. And then that was just a blunder. And this is a huge blunder, but we should maybe just go here. Is that the idea? What's the idea here? Rook c4. Oh, and we just win this pawn. Yeah. But I just figured that I was going to be just winning both of these pawns. Check. Yeah, here we could have went for this. But I figured this is their only counterplay. Let's just stop them from ever getting that forward. Stockfish said that they couldn't have got it through anyways, but yeah. Then we got this. We're up 3 pawns in the endgame. Then we're up 5. And then we just push our pawn. And we just get the rook behind the passed pawn. There's nothing that they can do. GG. Let's play another one. Okay, we found a 2100 who I have played before. This username looks so familiar. We have a Caro Kann. Another Caro Kann. Isn't it going to be another exchange? It is. They bring out their bishop. Okay, let's pin before they don't allow us. Although I enjoy positions where I played g6 and bishop here, to be quite honest. Okay, do I develop my knight? No, let's just go here first. They pin, we go here. Let's develop, we attack the pawn. They protect. Develop, castle, rook b8. Same plan as the last game. Rook b8. Just trying to go for that attack. They might try for the same maneuver. The only difference in this one is that the queen is here, not the bishop. It doesn't change that same tactic that would have the queen hanging. What does that do? They want to go here? Is that the plan? What if I just play this? Or is this the plan? Here, bishop here. I could tempo the queen. Queen moves. Yeah. I don't think so. I think they want to go here. taking wouldn't do anything. This would threaten checkmate. We'd have to give up the rook. I could also tempo the queen first. Then takes, queen takes. Can't do that. That's a free pawn. Rook e8. Bishop here is what I'm concerned about. Because it disallows me from being able to play this. Would I have... you know what? Rook e8. We'll just go rook c8 if they put the bishop on the square. That's the plan. And of course, if they don't do that, then we'll be just fine. I don't know if this would be an idea. No, because knight takes. This definitely isn't. Just takes. We do have to be careful with this bishop here. There might be ideas of the queen coming in after trading or something. I'm going to meet bishop h6 with bishop to f8. Also bishop f6. Maybe there was knight h5. But then like queen going here. I didn't love it. Did not love it. Okay, so they decided to go there anyways. Okay, so let's play bishop f8. That was the whole plan. To defend mate. If they go here, I'll just repeat. To be honest with you. Yeah, we'll just repeat moves. If they want to draw, then... Do I just go here? They're threatening takes, checkmate. So I go here. Are they going to sacrifice? Do they have a sacrifice? Surely they don't have a sacrifice. I'm going to pre-move it though. Surely they don't have that. I have the knight there to protect. But they might. I don't know. We'll see. If I lose to a sacrifice here, I mean, so be it. There's no allowing me to take because the knight covers checkmate. They might be able to go here though. Takes, knight takes. Okay, they just decided to trade, so we're going to take. And I think this is just an improved version for me, to be honest. Because now I can just play like b5 like I wanted. There's no threat here. I have the bishop. The bishop's looking at this diagonal, which is going to become weak here sometime soon. And they lash out with f4. Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to stick to my plan. b4. They're probably going to push, but that allows me to take with check. So I don't believe that's a good move. And of course, if they take, I'll take with check and then capture the pawn. In the exchange variation, you're always looking to create this weakness. Can also go here at some moment. Takes. Okay, this is definitely what we want. Queen here. Just activate our queen. Knight comes in, so they want this, obviously. It's quite obvious. I could take, drop back. So I'm seeing that I might be able to win the pawn, but that actually just blunders a tactic. If I go here and push, they just jump in. That knight is actually really, really annoying. Maybe we want to activate our rooks. Maybe that's what we want to do. Then maybe try to get the... Okay, let's bring both of our rooks over. So if they want to take, we'll just have the active rook there. And now I need to move my knight. They're going to try and push. But if they push, I can just take this. So Well, knight here. Where do I take? It's a tough choice. This is very, very weak. Let's trade a pair of rooks. They take back with the queen, so they really want to push here. That is what they want. Okay, maybe we play knight back. Get rid of this tension. And now it does support this a little bit, but I want to take here potentially. Time is ticking. Ooh, they push. Can I capture? Pawn takes. This is under attack. Take. Okay, well, we can't really let them push or take us, I don't think. So I'm going to do that. Pawn's a little bit weak. So if I can take, it is a Piansky. So if you take with a knight, I don't know. Bishop takes is actually a huge blunder. Here, pawn takes. I take, check, king here. If they take, I capture. We have a weak pawn here. Their queen's infiltrating. Maybe not the best. Let's put our knight here. If they do something like this, can they actually get away with that? Okay, they go there. Time is ticking, my friend. Time is ticking. I'm just going to come back. Maybe a rook here at some point. They want to push, which I think they're going to end up getting. I don't see how I can stop them from ever pushing. Takes, takes. Queen takes. This pawn's the target. They have a minute time advantage too. Come on, it'd be awesome if we could win this game. It would be awesome. Queen moves. What is the plan? I'm thinking I just attack the pawn. And it comes with check, so there's no tactic. So they can't leave the pawn to hang. Rook here would actually be a threat if this didn't come with check. So we have to be insanely careful, actually. And we have back rank problems due to the bishop. Interesting. Okay, let's take with check. Now let's tempo the queen. Can't take due to the pin. And we have checks here. Opponent's going to be insanely careful. Yeah, I think I just take with the pawn in this case. Taking with the queen loses. Here loses, so you have to take with the pawn. Have to. Okay, this is where it's getting serious. So they can't allow the check, but their queen's hanging. So you probably have to play here, which loses a bishop. So what do you even do? Also, don't forget the rook can infiltrate potentially. Here loses to this. Check. Takes. King back. Well, I guess you could take, actually. Opponent's in a lot of trouble. I don't think this works. Just check. When you move, there's a check. You have to go back. And then I'd be able to even take here, maybe. Check doesn't really do anything. They're thinking about how they can maybe survive this. I don't think they can, but we've lost recently up 10 points of material, so I better be quiet. Oh. Little bicep flex, because why not? Minute 30. Opponent's probably realizing that they're in a lot of trouble here. What do you... Can you go here? No, because the queen's attacked. I gotta remember the queen is attacked. So you have to move the queen. Yeah. So here forces this. We have to be careful though, because if I go check here, this comes with a check actually. So I can... What is the better way about doing this though? Here, takes. And then I can not take with check. Here, rook takes. I take here. They want this check. Maybe. Let's just do it this way. Let's get our queen off the line. I can go check. I'll just move my king. Because now they have to be scared of like all kinds of checks here. Everywhere's. So queen check, king f8. Just king f8. And then they're going there. What are they trying to do? Maybe trying to go here. Can I take the pawn? Just protecting. Here they want to play this maybe. I don't know. I would say we just take, protecting this. And check. Just king up. My opponent resigns. GG. They lost their 2100 by 1 point. Poor guys. But that was a nice little win, I believe. I guess we just put on a Caro Kann exchange masterclass in this video. That's what we did. We played with a 91.6. My opponent played with an 84. We just implemented the whole game plan of the exchange Caro Kann, like rook b8, but we're not thinking only about what we want, thinking about their threats, even though that's not the best move. We should play knight h5, I guess, with an attack here. But I saw that they wanted to play bishop h6, so this is a common maneuver that I've learned to protect against that kind of checkmate. They go back, and here I was just going to repeat moves because I felt like white had a better position, but yeah, they wanted to keep the attack going, and then they trade off, and this is just a better version of what I had. We implement the plan here, b5, b4, and then takes, and we create that weakness. We connect the rooks here, and then they jumped in, which this knight is very, very annoying, and apparently we should play h5. I'm not finding h5. Sorry, I don't understand h5 even remotely close. Like, moving the knight back is the second top computer move, and knight taking is the third. Rook in felt very natural to me, and then doubling. And then, yeah, they push, but we can take, and jump the knight in is what we did, but we should have played rook b4, which looks like it might just be winning the pawn, right? Almost d5. What does this do? Can we not just take? I guess there's that. Bishop back, knight back. And then, yeah, they blundered the pawn here. They thought that they were forking us, but we can take with check. And then luckily, we can block this. You got to be careful because there's a check here, right? So if you take, well, you have to take, you lose the queen. So you got to be careful of stuff like that whenever you're lining up pieces like this. But it fortunately came with a check. And then we can block with the knight. Rather yet, they should have maybe played king h2, so that on knight here, there's no threat of checks. And then they take. Obviously, if you take with a knight, there's the tactic. If you take with the queen, you lose this. So you have to take with the pawn. Queen back. And then there's two different checks we could have went for. This is what I was debating on. I think they're both pretty much the same thing. We get the exchange, and then our king is safe. And now we're protecting our pawn. We're going to get a rook active, and we should be able to just win this. but sometimes, you know, you never know with me. Also, this must be, is this a subscriber? Like, I feel like, I don't know. Apparently not. We played them 2 other times. I beat them once and we drew after 3 moves. What happened in this game? Did I mouse slip? Wait. Oh, I think I remember this. I mouse slipped E2. King E2. I think that's exactly what happened. I think I mouse slipped and then offered a draw. I don't know. It must be. Must be. I don't know. I don't play like that. So, not in rapid at least. And then this one, it looks like we had a pretty nice game. Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. Wait. Were we going to smothered mate this guy and he resigned? Oh, no, that's not a smothered mate. Oh, okay. Anyways, 2 wins today. That's a very, very nice change. Especially for what happened in yesterday's video. If you didn't see that, don't. But thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.